Hey everyone, welcome to the Allistair McCall podcast. I am Allistair McCall and this is episode 2. Before we get into this one, I just want to say a massive thanks to every single one of you who left a review or comment on iTunes or shared it on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, or whatever social media platforms you use. I greatly appreciate it. And please, as always, if you enjoy an episode, share it with someone that you know could benefit from it. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about 5 ways in which you can build unstoppable confidence. And as we know, confidence is key to success. But before we get into it, I want to ask you a question. What do you think you're capable of? The answer is probably more than you realize. Having self-confidence and believing in yourself are important steps to you achieving your dreams and goals. Now, here's something that's fascinating, guys, is that building self-confidence isn't always easy because we have that other voice in our head saying, you can't do it, you're not smart enough, you don't have the qualifications, you haven't done enough work. And some of that might be true, but if you listen to those voices and they become overpowering, you're not going to reach your dreams and goals. At the end of the day, it's all about the mindset you choose and the attitude you choose. Here's the thing, is that an estimated 85% of people worldwide struggle with poor self-esteem and poor image. And I don't want you to be one of those. So to improve your confidence in yourself and to change your results and outcomes, I'm going to share with you 5 life-changing ways and habits that you can adopt. So get that pen and paper ready and let's go. Number 1 in 5 ways to build unstoppable confidence is take a history lesson. Now, you might have heard this one from episode 1, where I talk about the importance of self-confidence and self-image in looking back in your life. Now, we always talk about looking ahead, looking forwards, but sometimes it's good to look back in your past and remember and reflect on the things that you've done well, the adversities that you've overcome, the obstacles you've overcome, and where you are today. Now, it's something I do in my own life as well, is that I'll admit it, I'm a serial photo taker. I like to take moments. I like to take photos of moments, take photos of things that I've done in the past. And I like to go back and look at those. And yes, I still have good old photo albums. Now, I know most of our photos are kept on our iPhones or on our computers, but I like to look back at the albums as well. And this was before we had iPhones and smartphones, etc. So looking back at achievements, looking back at moments in my life where I was proud of what I'd done. And you can do this too. Now, you might not be old enough yet. You might still have all your photos piled on your phone, for example, but maybe put those into a different album, the moments that you're proud of. And this is something that I've done with athletes in the past who have struggled with confidence. And even the very best performers and most successful people in the world and leaders struggle with their confidence from time to time. Everybody goes through it. No matter how confident they might look on the outside, they still have those doubts and fears like you and me. So, for example, maybe it's a promotion you got, or it's the exams you passed, or even a sporting achievement, something you achieved in the past that you didn't think was maybe possible, or that you had to work so hard for. Maybe it's overcoming adversity and obstacles in your life as well that you are super proud of today. So again, to build that confidence, or as I like to say, to build that wall of confidence, take a history lesson and look back at past achievements. Be proud of yourself. Know that if you've overcome them, you can overcome anything moving forward in your life. Moving on, our second one in 5 ways to building unstoppable confidence is take an inventory of the people and environment you're in right now. Now, Jim Rohn said it best, is that you become the 5 people you spend the most time with. And of course, you are a product of your environment. Now, ask yourself, are those 5 people, or are those people that you surround yourself with on a daily basis building you up or breaking you down? Words are very powerful. Of course, not only the words we hear from others around us, but the words we say to ourselves. And that's something we're going to be getting onto as well. But the environment that you're in fact, I say it all the time, the 2 most important decisions you can make in your life are choosing the right people to be around you and being in the right environment. Now, what does your environment look like? Is it a positive one? Is it an uplifting one? Is it making you better on a daily basis? The people that you're spending time with, are they positive? Are they optimistic? Are they encouraging you? Are they challenging you? Maybe sometimes they're going to say things that you maybe don't like. Now, the best for me in my life personally, the best coaches, teachers, leaders challenged me. They pushed me. I didn't like them all the time, but I knew they would make me better. But they were positive. They were optimistic. Yes, they challenged me. Yes, they could be hard on me. And you want those kind of people in your life. You don't want to surround yourself with yes people all the time. They should challenge you, but still encourage you at the same time. So find those people. I can tell you right now, it is the most important decision you can make, is choosing the right people and being in the right environment. It is a game changer. It will change your outcomes. It will change your happiness. It will change everything in your life. Number 3, and that's talk to yourself like a winner. Now, I can't tell you how important this one and how closely linked this is to your self-image and your self-confidence, is the way that you talk to yourself. And as I just mentioned in the second point, is there can be no more powerful words than the words you say to yourself. So if I was to ask you this question right now, out of a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give yourself for the way you talk to yourself on a daily basis? Now, if it's below 7 or 8, guys, you need some serious work in this area. And guess what? You know what the difference is between positive and negative people? Is that positive people still get negative from time to time, but it's how quickly they move on, right? That's the difference. The most positive people in the world, right, get negative just like you and me on a daily basis, but it's how quickly they can snap out of it. And the first step, to being a more positive person is recognizing yourself with that self-talk when you're being negative, when you're being self-defeating, when you're beating yourself up about things. That is negativity you don't need in your life. So if you want to become a more positive people, the first step is recognizing it when you do say these type of things to yourself, when you're negative to yourself. That's the first step. So start there. But you can change your results, your outcomes, your happiness, your success just by the way you talk to yourself. So let's get that number up on the scale. Let's get it as close to 10 as possible. Let's make that a massive goal for 2022. Number 4 in 5 ways to building unstoppable confidence is set some goals and challenge yourself. Maybe this is the year that you read more. Now, a great way to improve your confidence and to improve your happiness is by reading positive books, reading self-help books. And something I mentioned in episode 1 is that I order 1 book a month from Amazon, and my goal, of course, is to read that book in that month. Maybe it's something to do with exercise. Maybe this is the year that you challenge yourself to a Tough Mudder, a 5K. Maybe it's a new sport that you might try, or CrossFit. Whatever it is, maybe it's a great time to challenge yourself to something new and push yourself out of your comfort zone. That is how you improve your confidence. So my question to you is, how are you getting out of your comfort zone? Right? This is going to improve your confidence. Maybe it's a new hobby. Maybe even it's a change of job or environment, or even where you live, for example. These can be changes, or these can be goals that can make a massive difference in your life. But set some goals, write them down. Make those goals achievable, realistic. They're difficult, they're a challenge, but with hard work, you can reach those. And this is something that really improves your confidence. Excellent. Number 5, our final one in 5 ways to building unstoppable confidence is journal your daily wins. I keep a diary. I love pen and paper. I love writing things down. Even when I read a book, I like to have a pen handy or a yellow Sharpie, for example. But is what I like to do each evening is write down 3 things I did well that day. This is a great way to improve your confidence, is each and every night write down 3 things that you thought you did that day. Look for the positives. It doesn't matter how small they are. And again, when I work with athletes, when I mentor athletes, or even leaders and coaches, I ask them to write down 3 things that you did well today. It could have been a conversation they had. Maybe it was a difficult conversation that they handled very well, or they achieved a goal or something they hadn't before in practice, or whatever it could be. It doesn't matter. Is write down 3 things that you did well that day, and that will help you improve your confidence. So there it is, guys. The 5 ways to building unstoppable confidence. Number 1, take a history lesson. Look back at past achievements. Number 2, take an inventory of the people in your life and the environment you're in. Remember, you become a product of your environment. Number 3, talk to yourself like a winner. Recognize the positives on a daily basis. Number 4, set some goals and challenge yourself. And number 5, journal your daily wins. Look for the positives on a daily basis. I hope you enjoyed that one. Please, as always, let me know. I love to hear your comments and your feedback. Again, thank you so much for all of you who have left reviews or ratings on iTunes. Also, to all of you who have shared it on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc., I greatly appreciate it. This podcast is available on iTunes, Amazon Podcasts, YouTube, and via my website, alistairmccall.com. Until next time, keep making an impact.